Yeah, so honestly, I don't even know if it's really hit me yet. It's kind of come and gone as far as the reality that we're going to the Final Four, and you know that's an unbelievable accomplishment. I mean, you dream about that. When you're a little kid, you dream about playing in the Final Four, coaching the Final Four, and now it's reality for us. And I think the best thing with these guys is we're going to be back out here Monday, and we're going to be ready to go and ready to get some work done in the Final Four, and not just be happy to be there. And I think that's the best part about these guys is they're not satisfied and they want more, and they're going to be hungry to continue to push and continue to fight with each other and for each other.
Go for athletes.
Yeah, I'm curious as to your game plan on overweight, because you were doubling him even on the strong side. Were you focused on just take him out and make it difficult for him to get passes off to the corner?
Yeah, I mean, if you saw last night, he had might have had after points. So we felt if we can take him away and make some other people have to do things that would kind of disrupt them. They made some good adjustments. They made some good plays against it. But it's you got to pick your poisons, and we said we're not going to let that kid beat us, and we didn't let him beat us. And I think that really these guys did a great job of taking him out of it and sticking to that game plan.
And were you concerned about them doubling, cutting off the double?
Yeah, they did, and then we talked about it. We talked about it at halftime. They made some layups off it. We adjusted at halftime. I thought these guys did a great job adjusting to it and taking that away and really taking what they do off of that away from Calvin. They did a great job of it.
Coach, first unit did a great job, but that second unit you have, they come in there really hungry, and they did a really good job today. How do you get them, so prepared to play when they come in the game?
I don't think it's me getting them prepared. I think it's these guys, the bond they have, the brotherhood that they have, and they're out there for each other. I mean, you saw Tristan Davis. I mean, he hasn't been playing much at all. He comes in and was one of the biggest factors in the game tonight, and he's been unbelievable at practice. These guys, they have a tougher workout in practice than they do games, and that's not an exaggeration because guys like him just push them, and now he gets an opportunity and shows what he can do, and we're just real excited about him and a lot of guys, that have that situation that maybe they're not getting a ton of minutes, but if their number's called, they're going to be ready to help these guys do great things, and he did it tonight, and all our guys have been doing that.
Coach, you called timeout with 12 minutes left in the first half, down 6, and then immediately went on a 15-2 run. And before that, you guys were taking a lot of bad shots, and then that kind of stopped after the timeout. Is that what you said to the team during the timeout?
I think I like to think I gave them some magic words that they just put into their game and mystically did great things. But yeah, I mean, Calvin's a very well coached team and a very good team, and they're very good defensive team. They're kind of like us, to be honest with you. So they were taking away some things from us, so we had to make some adjustments, and I think we did a great job making adjustments, and not, especially in the second half, these guys kind of came off screens instead of just shooting it, put it on the floor, made some passes for each other, got it on the floor, got some stuff to the rim that really changed the game for us.
I have a question for the athletes. How does it feel to be at this point in the season and still playing and have the opportunity to play for a national championship?
That's a great question.
I'll say the biggest thing for us, we've talked about it all year, is earning that next week together. It's great to play in a Final Four game. It's great that we get to go to Fort Wayne, but at the end of the day, we get to practice together on Monday. And that's really what we're doing it for.
You guys, you have any comments on that?
You want to go? I'll go. Feels great, obviously, to get another week to compete with my brothers. It's just a surreal feeling to just continue to play basketball, especially with this team. This team makes it so much fun to come in every day and compete, and the fact that we compete as a unit and we compete together is a big part of our success.
And then what about you? You're playing an extra year. Is this what you came back for?
Obviously, you come back to win. This is something that I couldn't even imagine. But I think that I have a lot of confidence in my teammates. We have a lot of confidence in each other, and I think that that's a huge part of our success, and it's a huge reason that we're going to keep playing.
And the question for the student athletes, you don't get to the Final Four without the work having started in October. And Coach Cosgrove is obviously a defensive-minded coach, and last year you were okay defensively, but you weren't anything special like you are this year. Can you speak to what was the talk in October as to how you guys are going to take the next step and be able to get here right now?
It's interesting. Last year we started off really strong. If I'm remembering correctly, we were 15-1, something like that. We had a lot of freshmen, we had a lot of young guys, and we had a lot of people who, we weren't on the same page. This year it's completely different. We knew with that start what we're capable of, but we knew that we weren't going to do it individually. It wasn't going to be 3 guys doing it. It wasn't going to be 6 guys doing it. If we had all 16 guys bought in, that's the only way we were going to be able to accomplish it. We had to have a lot of, uncomfortable talks in the beginning of the year, making sure everyone's on the same page, making sure everyone's bought in, and that's why we're here today. 16 people bought in, doing it together.
And I think we're also motivated off of, the last 2 years. I know, especially for the 3 of us, we've come up short, NESCAC tournaments, lost to teams that we felt that we should have beaten. So it's motivation that's carried over these past 2 years. I don't think there was anything special about, our technique on D. I think it's just that we're hungry. I think a lot of people have doubted us all year. Obviously we pay attention to social media and people don't give us any love, and now we're here. It doesn't matter to us, but it's a chip on our shoulder. It's motivation, and we're just excited for
What you gonna say now, right?
Just one.
Kiva was in on you early.
Yeah, we know that.
Just one more for the student athletes. Just following up on what you were saying about people not believing in you. You didn't play the strongest out of conference schedule, and I guess there were some concerns from the majority of pundits that your success would not carry over into NESCAC play, just like it didn't carry over last year. Why do you think this year was different than last year?
Obviously our mindset, we're majority the same team. You lose a couple guys, but our mindset of just being together, whoever's lined up on the schedule is whoever we're gonna play. We're gonna play them to the best of our ability, and it doesn't matter who's on the other side, 1 through 16, as long as we're together, we're gonna be successful.
And also, that's not something we're in control of during the year. All we're in control of is going to that game and playing as hard as we can. So that's what we did, and like Will said, we pay attention to that stuff. We know that people were saying that about us, and it just fueled the fire even more.
And I just want to contribute of how hard and how good the NESCAC is. We had 3 teams that made the tournament. 4 or 5 could have made it. We played Wesleyan in the first round of our conference tournament, who's as good as any team we played. And 3 teams made the Sweet 16. If 5 teams had gone to the NCAA tournament, I wouldn't be surprised if 5 teams had gone to the Sweet 16. So our conference is a bear, and we don't get enough love for that, and how hard it is day in and day out to play in a conference like that. And it shows every year come NCAA tournament time, where I think the NESCAC has the best record of any conference in the country over the last 20 years of most wins in the NCAA tournament and best winning percentage. So we knew once we got to our conference, we were going to have to bring it, and doing that gave us a lot of confidence to know we could beat anybody.
Just to follow up, Coach, what's it going to take to bring that national championship back to Hartford?
We've never thought about that, really. These guys said it best. I mean, really, we're going to focus on Monday, having a good practice Monday, and having a good day Tuesday, and keep progressing and keep getting better. And if we can do that, anything can happen. And honestly, I'm just going to be concerned about whoever we're playing on Thursday, and get ready to have a great week, to get ready to get a good game going for Thursday afternoon or Thursday night, whenever it is. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.